in the last 7 years, we've recovered more money in the state auditor's office than any other 7-year period in the history of the state. Over $75 million at this point. So we got a great team at the auditor's office doing my job. So I certainly didn't appreciate the comment. And what I said in response was, well, look, Duff served as chairman of a very, very important government board, maybe the most important government board in Mississippi, which is the board that runs our universities. And when he was on there, that's the time when DEI got created at our universities. There were votes to hire the DEI officers at one of the universities. There's all sorts of stuff that happened during that period at Mississippi universities that was the wokest, dumbest stuff that you see at any other of the big liberal universities around the country. And I think that's important. I think that's important for this reason. Our universities are, I think, a critical piece of the future of our state, because our biggest long-run challenge as a state is educating the workers and thinkers of the next 25 years. Like, you cannot overstate how important it is to focus on the basics at our universities, good common sense career paths for people. And we have been distracted. The universities have been distracted by this woke DEI nonsense. And unfortunately, I think the reason that these liberal professors and administrators were allowed to get away with that for so long is that nobody wanted to step up and challenge them. Everybody wanted to just be buddies with everybody and say, yeah, y'all keep doing what you're doing. Oh, diversity, that sounds good. Keep going. Nobody asked any tough questions. Nobody stood up to them. And then we looked up a few years later and we got all kinds of nonsense out of our universities, not just DEI, but as you know, Clay, for a little while, University of Mississippi Medical Center had an LGBTQ clinic where they were treating minors, children who claimed that they were transgender, boys who thought they were girls, girls who thought they were boys. And that was happening here in Mississippi, and we were paying for it with taxpayer dollars.
There's also sponsoring pride events.
Absolutely.
I think Pride Jackson or whatever it's called.
Absolutely.
UMC is one of the big sponsors of that thing. Yeah. Like, hold on. Is that private money that you're sponsoring this pride event with? Because if it's tax money, I got a real problem with it. And 100%. It feels borderline illegal to me.
Yeah, I looked at that. I mean, Pride Week was also sponsored in Oxford by the DEI office at the University of Mississippi. So again, all that stuff was happening at these universities.
Should they have to equally balance? If we want to throw a MAGA week, should they have to sponsor that too?
Don't hold your breath on MAGA week happening at the University of Mississippi or any university.
Sure.
So I had a huge problem with just that kind of stuff happening in our universities. And I think the folks who didn't stop it or voted for it or were asleep at the wheel, they bear responsibility for that kind of stuff happening.